For those of you just joining us, this is Calvin Castine. We're at the 8-Ball Billiards Pool Hall, just outside of beautiful downtown Plattsburgh. It's the 5th day of April, 2003, and this is the 11th annual pool tournament. Formerly the Northern Tier Pool Tournament, now the 8-Ball Regional Winter Pool Tournament, or the EBBWRPT, huh? Something like that?
Yeah.
That doesn't spell anything, does it?
Nope.
No.
Doesn't come out then, I think, Calvin.
All right, and joining me is the tournament director, Jay Montpelier. We have Rick Giro and Herbie Collins, and this is the winners bracket. It's a double elimination tournament, so one of these gentlemen will advance. And how far into the tournament will the advancer go? Because in the winners bracket, it's a lot easier road. How far does he go to the quarters or the semifinals? The winner here. Okay. The winner will advance to game number 11. This is the 5th game, so the loser will move down to the 9th game. And it's a double elimination. Both of these guys have won. I wasn't here when Herb won his match, but Rick Giro made a couple of outstanding shots to win his match.
And Herbie did too. He had Pat Therian, and they both played very good pool. It went to 3 games. Herbie had to win 2 to come back and win it because Pat won the first game.
I really tried to leave you at it, but
Rick Giro, well known in the softball area. We catch him throughout the summer playing in the Firemen's Softball League, and he's also played in the other leagues over the years, the Adirondack and the Gentlemen's Leagues. And he may even be, I don't know if he's old enough to have played in the Lake Champlain League, but if he's not, he didn't come along too long after that. I think the first time I saw him was in the Adirondack League. Now, how many past winners do we have in the tournament this year, Jay?
Past winners, we have 2.
Collins is one, right?
Collins is one, and Gary Dubuque has won it 3 times. And as I said earlier, all 8 finalists have been here before.
They've been in the finals, in the final 8. Puts the 1 in. Probably wanted to be a little bit further back so we could push that 2 into the 3, but you have to shoot his 3 now.
All Herbie's got to worry about is the 7 and 8.
His legs were just long enough for that shot, too.
It's funny because you have to keep 1 foot on the floor. He's got perfect, Calvin.
Yeah, but he's got tough shots right now.
Well, but the 7 may go by the 8. If the 7 will go by the 8, he's one more step closer to the.
Then he'll move that 5.
You know,
he's
actually,
got to hit that 7 first. He hits the 8 first. It's a scratch, right?
That's right. And I didn't even see the 5, Calvin.
He got the 7 out, but he's got that 5 to try to get. And we're going to have to, well, we can get the 5. We won't see the cue ball, but we'll see it coming into the 5. Sent it down. Has moved things around and broken out the 8, but the high balls are pretty bunched up here in the top. Not sure what Rick can see.
Yeah, Rick's got a tough start here.
Yeah, he's got that 12 right next to him. I don't think he's got a shot on the 12 or the 14.
Well, the 12 could go on the side.
Fishing is your passion, then War Eagle is your dream. The 21-foot pinnacle pontoon boat in various camel patterns is waiting for you at the boatsmith in Albert. The pinnacle pontoon is 100-gauge aluminum. That's an tenth of an inch thick. And it's the only boat in the country that offers real fishing TV on and go.
Rick taking his time. He's gonna. Looks like he's shooting at 9. Huh? I don't see how you can get that 9 by the 5. If you try the 14 off the 5, I'm not sure what he's shooting here. Jay, what do you think?
I'm not sure either. I think he's playing a safety. Beautiful shot. He was playing that 9 by the 5, Calvin.
He's sent it right down. Of course, we can't quite see the same angle that the players can see here. That's our only excuse, right?
That's it. As long as we have one.
That's right. That's why we get over here in this spot, so that we don't have that angle. So when we call it wrong, we say, well, we didn't have their angle. It's a tough squeeze here for that 13. It can happen, but it's going to take a fine shot here. And he did it. But
that might be just what Herbie needed.
Yeah, Herbie's only got the 5 and the 8 to shoot, so. And with ball in hand, on a scratch, you get the ball in hand. You'll put it up as far as the legs will allow him.
Looks like the 8 ball's going to go right over in the other corner, Calvin.
Yeah. And it's a shot where you shouldn't worry about scratching, which you never know.
Good. First game goes to Herbie.
Herbie Collins takes Rick Giro. That's game 1. We'll have game 2 in a moment. All right, the referee is racking. Those people just joining us. So we have two referees today. The third one hasn't shown. Is that correct?
Yeah, the third one still hasn't shown, Calvin.
So who are our referees today?
We have Stubby Kilburn returning from last year, and Michael Ashway.
Ashway's racking right now.
And Kevin Hill, who lives in Plattsburgh, but the roads are bad.
There's Herbie Collins with the break. And looks like nothing's going to go in. So Rick will have choice. If it were me, I'd be looking at my first shot, putting the one I could make. But guys in this tournament are looking at their second, third, and fourth shots. Not worried about so much about that first one.
Yeah, Rick's probably looking to run the table out here because he needs to get his game back, tie it up.
Alright, he's going to shoot at the 5. Shoot the 5, bring the ball down. I'm a little surprised that he went for the low because I thought the high were spread out more.
Yeah, sometimes it's kind of hard, Calvin, to think what they're thinking.
Get on the winning team as well as the names of the players.
Gonna go for the 2 on the side.
And I think he's got a look here. I think he can see that one.
Yeah, you could probably play the 1 down the corner, even off the rail and off the 4 in the corner.
And this is the one right here. Again, we're kind of washed out sometimes, so we can't always tell which one is the 1 or which one is the 9 or whatever. He went right by the 1, picked up the 4 instead.
Very nice shot. From up here, we didn't have the angle, Calvin.
Nope. It's our story and we're sticking to it. But I would have thought that 4 was one he could get just about any time. But the 1 is a tougher shot. But he's
Set himself up pretty good on it now.
yeah. He's got the 3 and the 6, 3 and the 7 to contend with over on the left side of the table now.
What name is the double?
He may be able to see that 3 on the side.
Yeah, that's a double. They have midnight over there?
So he's deciding between the 3 and the 1.
8 ball wins. 8 ball wins. Wednesday. Single.
And you get the 8, which is in the bottom right corner on your screen is the 8 ball. So he's deciding he's going to shoot. He's thinking of the 1 right now and where it's going to leave him. He's going to try to put it in the corner and put some bottom on it, I would assume. And he's got a good shot at the 3, and he'll try to leave himself lined up with the 7, and then he could very easily pick up the second game very quickly here. He's not worried about making that 3. He's worried about where the ball will be, cue ball will be for the 7.
Not only that, Calvin, he may also have he's going to take the 7 now.
He'll take the 7, yeah. I see that. But well, he lucked out there.
Oh my goodness.
He lucked out there because if the 3 ball had been down below, it would have been harder for him to get position here on the 8 by sending the 3 down to the bottom. So I was a little surprised that he went with the 7 because but I didn't know he meant to make both of them though.
Well, I don't think he meant it either, but it worked out very nicely for him. Good shooting.
And he gets it. Alright, this will be the decisive third game. Winner will advance further into the winner's bracket. Loser goes down to the loser's bracket. Rick Giro scratched. So it'll be ball in hand for Herb Collins.
So every match today, Calvin, has gone to 3 games. For a minute there, it looked like we were going to have one of them go to 2 games, but
Yeah. These guys are trying to get all the TV time they can here, stretching it out. Alright, Collins has his choice. Looks to me like he's gonna still worry about which group would be easier to run. I would say he's gonna go with the highs based on where you put that cue ball. Yeah, he's going to go with the 11. Sticks awfully close to the 3.
Try to get the 2 out of there, Calvin. Still play a combination later on his 10, 2, and 14. He's getting a little close to his work.
Yeah. Yeah, not much room between the cue ball and the 12. I think the 12 is the only ball he can do anything with. He can see the 13, but he can't do anything with it. He's going to try to slice the 12 into the side.
You almost made it, Calvin.
Yeah. A 1 ball went in. The ball went off the rail, so as long as the ball touches the rail, it hits your ball first, and a ball touches the rail after, you're all set, no scratch.
Or pocketed.
Or pocketed, yeah.
Rick's got a tough one here.
Yeah, that 2 is pretty well hidden. He's got no look at the 4 and the 5. He's got the 9 between them.
You could play the 6 off the 3 in one corner, or the 6 off the 3 in another corner.
Yeah, so it's
Or
not,
bank the 4 cross corner.
yeah, I think he got a good look at the 3. I think he's going to go for the 3.
Oh, the 3's wide open. Sure. Beautiful shot.
But he's right against the bank. That's
They're not getting any easier.
no. We'll try to slice the 6 in, but he doesn't have a lot of ball to hit. That's against the rail like that.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, just came up a little short. We were blocked out. But it came up a little short and came off the rail and bounced off. And Herbie's going to go with the 9. He's got a shot at the 13, and I think he'll probably go with it. I don't think that 10 can squeeze by the 2, do you?
No, that'd be impossible.
Unless he's trying to hit the 10 into the 2, then into the 14. But he decided against that plan. Gets the 13, now there's no more ducks out there.
No. Well, actually, Calvin, that last one wasn't exactly a duck. It was up against the 7. It was a hard shot.
I think Giro has got decide what. Not sure if that 6 can go by the 4. Not sure if he can get the cue ball by the 6 to hit the 4 well. He might end up going for the 5, which is right next to the side pocket.
Go for the 6.
Looks like the 6 can squeeze by there. We may have to kiss it off the rail a little bit. Yep, just a little bit of the rail, and it followed through.
I think his major goal here, Calvin, is to find a way to get down into that 2 ball. And he's working on that right now.
Okay, he's got the 5 by the side. He's got the 4. You could put down below, but the 2 ball is still his problem, and he doesn't want to move that 2 ball out too early either, because if he misses, it leaves Herbie with a better shot at his 14. So he's got to make the 5 here, and still hasn't figured out what he's going to do with that 2.
Probably going to play bottom right on it and draw it back into it. Holy smokes.
Well, he can play it off the bank.
Yeah, that could work. You play a kick shot on this and it'll be right there for the 8 ball. And play a kick on the 2.
Come back. It's a doable shot.
He saved the foul.
He hit it and hit the rail. And Herbie isn't sitting too pretty here. He isn't. Herbie's going to win it with this running these 3. He's going to have to earn it. That's either that first shot's going to be the toughest one. You think that 10 has a chance off the 14?
Well, I don't think you'll see that way. It would open the table right up. I don't. If he does that, he's going to have to try to leave the cue ball against the rail here, and then Rick will have the same type of a shot he had last time, and he's going to opt to get the cue ball down the end of the table. Perfectly executed.
Well, I'm not sure he wanted to put it quite that close to the pocket, but he settled for that.
No, but not only has Rick got a bank shot, he may have to kick it again, and that's a lot harder shot than if he would have left him down here.
Again, it's a doable shot. It's a fine shot because the 2 is right next to the rail.
Perfectly executed.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful shot. That was sitting on the rail, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a very hard shot.
So you got those that are on the rail. You got to hit them just right, and that's tough on a bank shot to do that. So the token is in the corner pocket, and the 8 ball's in the corner pocket.
Shooting, Rick.
Rick Giro will advance to the next round in the winner's bracket, and Doug Collins will move down to the loser's bracket. All right, next we have Bob Barnes, who defeated Bill Seaver, and Gary Dubuque, who defeated Tim Lord. And Barnes will break. And looks like nothing's going to fall. So Dubuque will have the choice.
Oh, I know. I used to be on it 40 years or so.
Winner will advance to face Rick Giro. There's Dubuque's first shot, goes with the low. Somebody said foul, but it was, what happened?
Well, a scratch
just
is
a
considered
scratch.
a foul.
Oh. 3 fouls and you're out?
It used to be that way in the big tournament.
Really?
Years ago, yeah. They did away with that.
Can't foul out. Alright. Barnes shooting the 11. Again, you have to call your pocket, hit your ball first. You have to either put a ball in or send a ball to the rail, any ball to the rail after hitting your ball. This is the first game of this 3-game match. And Barnes puts it in the corner. Came out a little too far to worry about that 9, which is in the bottom right corner. 14 will be shot next. He makes it. He's got the 10 that he can go with. He's got the 9, which is kind of in the center of your screen. And he's got 2 balls down below. He's got the 13 and probably a 12. Looks like he's going to go for that 9. If you get a shot at the ball next to the rail, you take it. He thinks he's got a shot at this one. It's tough cut though. And he slices it in. So now he'll probably shoot his bottom 2, so he can shoot that 10 later and leave his ball up by the 8. He's got a clear shot at the 12. And he's got the 13 over to your left, so he's going to put the 12 in the corner. Come back, leave himself good position on the 13. Then he has to worry about seeing the 10, which is at the other end of the table. And he's tough. He's tough, but I think he can see the 10. I think he can see it. But he's got to shoot over the top of the 7 ball to hit it. And of course he doesn't want to just make that 10, he wants to leave himself in position to do something with the 8. Now you can't touch that 7 ball. That would be a foul. Came a little hard. Hit that one a little harder than he wanted to. Hit that a little bit harder than he wanted to. And now he has to pick a pocket. I don't think he's worried about hitting it, picking a pocket. He's got to hit it, and then after he hits it, a ball has to hit the rail, otherwise it's a scratch. Or it's a foul. Jay is not with us at the moment, so I think if he doesn't actually scratch, he won't lose the game here. But if he fouls, I don't think he would lose the game. It would just be ball in hand, but we may find out very shortly. Took a chance. He had to hit it hard. He had to hit it hard because he needed to hit the rail after. But cue ball came close to scratching. Now Jay is back. If he had touched the 8 and didn't get anything to go off a rail after, it would have been a foul. Does that count as a scratch and he loses, or just a ball in hand? On the 8 ball.
He was
You're shooting the 8 ball. So if he
scratching, fouling the 8 ball is a loss of game.
Okay, so if he doesn't hit a rail with a ball after touching the 8 ball, it's over.
No, I'm sorry. That type of a foul is not loss of game. But if you touch the 8 ball with your finger or something, that would be a loss of game.
Yeah.
No, that would just give the opponent ball in hand.
Okay. All right, Dubuque in position here to take game 1.
If you'd like to see for yourself how simple car shopping can be, then you owe it to yourself to visit Shearer Honda and compare the difference. You'll be glad you did. I guarantee. Visit Shearer Honda today on South Main Street in Rutland, Vermont, and on
Puts the 1 in the corner. You get the 3 up here, and This is to win.
Along with a plate of 2 eggs over easy, and don't forget about those tomatoes. Don't you ever dream of having breakfast at 12:30? At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but you never find anywhere that will serve breakfast at that hour? You're in luck, because I know you can get the best breakfast in town.
Now, Jay, I noticed the refs are handing the token. Is that? Do you want the shooter to ask for it, or do you want the ref to hand it to him?
Well, actually,
If
Gary.
the ref forgets, then the shooter can say, "Hey."
Yeah, well, actually, Gary was heading toward him when he handed it to him.
Parkway Diners open 7 days a week, and with the locations 5 minutes from the colleges and 10 minutes from downtown, you really have no reason not to.
That was a hard shot. Very good game.
So Dubuque takes the first game. All right, we're sitting set for the second game. Gary Dubuque attempting, Rick Giro attempting to steal a clock here.
Comedian in every crowd, Colin.
He could have walked out of here. He wouldn't have known for a week or two. There was something missing there, Jay.
Probably wouldn't have figured it out at all.
We were going to take a screw out of the wall and put a piece of bubblegum over the hole.
All right, Dubuque leading 1-0.
It was great, why you complain?
Trying to stay out of that loser's bracket. 6 comes in there a little too hard. Not quite straight in would look like a great shot, but that's kind of like somebody dunking a basketball. When it goes in, it looks great, but he could have shot that a lot softer and still left the ball where he wanted it. But it's more emphasis when you slam it in. When it doesn't go directly in, it's like missing a dunk.
I think he was trying to stop the cue ball, but like you say, he didn't have to do it quite so hard.
But when it comes in there at 80 miles an hour, and it's impressive. But when it doesn't, that's when you wish you had done something different. He called the 15.
Well, he was playing a safety shot.
Yeah. Alright, shooting the 7, which is the far right one. You have to come up for that 6. And it's kind of hidden behind the 2. Can you see that 3 well enough to do it?
He might be able to.
He's listening to us.
Yeah, you can.
We'll have to charge him. Give him a sneak preview on the play-by-play here. He shouldn't be listening to us there.
Yeah, well, he's going to have a hard time here in this 2-ball. Because he's going to play the 5 and try to come out, so he has a shot on the 2-ball.
He ain't letting up on those rattling shots either, is he? Is kicking the table legal? Is kicking the table legal?
I don't think so.
No?
Looks like he might not have a very good shot in that 2-ball, Calvin.
I think he can see it though. Huh?
Oh yeah.
That's what Bob Barnes got up to look to see if he could see it. Try it. You can follow it in there. All right,
good hit.
Barnes is still alive. Dubuque has the game 1, so Barnes has to win this one to force the 3rd game. I'd try to put my 1 down in the corner, just to make it look good.
Your 1?
And then that's the 9.
Well, he's probably not going to leave much of a shot either.
No, he wasn't trying to make it.
See, Bob didn't used to play that kind of pool, but he's learning because these guys around here, boy, they'll do it to him. So he's learning it, and he's playing it very well now. Years ago, he wouldn't play that.
I wouldn't have played that in 100 years.
All right, it's no longer a dirty pool. It's called defense.
And it worked out well for him.
Yeah. Happened he didn't hit his ball first. I wasn't paying attention.
That's right, he hit the 11, so Bob will get ball in hand, which is just what he wanted.
Yeah, but he's got a tough angle to try to get that 11. So I don't think we're going to see a run here.
Yeah, you never know.
Go for the 12 in the side pocket. Got a lot of rails out there. Everything seems to be against the rail. Tough run here. We're gonna try that 9. No, he was not trying the 9. Defense.
I think he's got it mastered.
Bob, catch on. Keep up good work.
So Gary knew that he couldn't see his ball, so what he did was he gave Bob the foul anyway and set the 2 ball up.
This is definitely not your grandfather's pool tournament, because this was not the way pool was played years ago. You made your best effort to put the ball in. No defense was allowed in the old days. You made a legitimate shot at the ball.
This is going to get played. This is going to be very clever because Bob's probably going to put like one more ball in, then he's going to put the 2 in, and Gary won't be able to see the 8. Now he has 2 opportunities here. He can cut the 13 in and break them all out, or he can play the 15 into the 2, pocket the 2, and leave the cue ball behind the 13.
13 down the corner.
And he's going to go for the 13. Beautiful shot. He went for a bank shot.
Now, you'll try to hide that cue ball, you think?
I don't know what he's thinking. No, he went for a good shot. Very good shooting.
Okay, the thing to remember here is that the 2 ball has to be touched first. Can't hit that 15 then the 2.
It's a big shot right here. Gary's thinking about it because if he makes his 2, he could be left behind the 15, or he has to have a shot on his 8 ball. Okay, he knew he was going to give Bob a ball in. Well, he didn't know he was going to give Bob a ball in hand, but he went for the idea that if he did, He was moving the 8 ball closer to the pocket. This is a strategic game.
Definitely not the way pool used to be played, though. I mean, you never deliberately move the 8 ball unless you're shooting for it.
Well, it's a new millennium. He tried hard to either put the 2 in or push the 15 out. I really can't see from this angle, Calvin, whether that 8 ball's on the rail or not.
That's good.
Remember a few years ago, Calvin, when they were bringing food out, how one of the trays ended up on the floor?
Yep. That's the highlight of the tournament.
I didn't see what Gary did that time.
He shot the 8. He just moved the 8
Again?
ball. Oh, okay. So I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that was the last shot. Then Bob made one, and this is his second shot.
He's forcing Gary to play the 8 ball.
Apparently that 8 must be against the rail then.
Yes. So he's going to force Gary to either cut it or bank it. It forces him to make a decision rather soon. People are kind of giving Gary a little bit of a hard time here. He's in a situation here that he doesn't know what to do. Everybody's having a good laugh with that.
Assuming that those rails are straight, you could just slice that 8 into the corner.
Well, he must have looked at that. He's going to bank it cross corner.
Saying the rails here aren't straight?
Well,
Huh?
it's a very hard shot getting it to go by that side pocket. He's going to try to cut it right in. Change his mind at the last second.
Here's something fun for you to do when you're in the car to pass time. It's counting blue cars. Just small on Alice.
He's trying to think of where he can. He's going to give. He's going to give Bob ball in hand if he doesn't hit the 8 ball. But he's trying to think where he can put that 15, so Bob can't get a shot on both the 15 and the 8. So Bob comes up with a ball in hand. I don't know if I would have tried that.
15 right out the middle of the table.
This has been a strange game right from the beginning, Calvin.
Yeah, most defensive game we've seen. So Bob's shooting a little bit at an angle because he wants the 8 ball to go over to the side. I mean the 2 ball to go to the side.
He's going to run the 8 ball up in the corner. He left himself in a perfect position to do that. You must think that there's a way to get by that side pocket. Beautiful shot. 1-1. Once again, we go to 3 games. So this will be the first show. At the end of this, you'll have another show. Yeah,
Okay, we're going to head for the third decisive game in this round 2 in the winner's bracket. Buke and Barnes. And I've got to leave once again, as I did in the first round. And Jay will be taking us through the rest of this game. And We'll be back for the next round.
Well, Gary broke. He made a low and a high on the break. Still choice. He's looking the table over to decide what he wants to take. He's going for the high balls. Made a high ball. So this is a whole new idea here. It looked like Gary was going to win there for a minute, and it's 1-1. And after this match, there will only be 2 people left in the winner's bracket, Rick Giroux and either Bob or Gary. And everybody else will be in the loser's bracket. That'll be the end of this show. We're going to take an intermission here. Nice shot by Gary. We're going to take an intermission here, have some food that everybody brought. And thank the players for bringing dishes. Gary went for a safe shot. He hit his own ball first, drove a ball to a rail. He didn't leave Bob too safe. He's got the 5, he's got the 6 maybe in the side. Bob's thinking this one out. It's going with a 5 in the corner. Very nice shot. He might get in there so he can get his 4. So Bob's looking at it, and I can't tell from this angle whether he's got the 6 or not, but he's definitely got a shot on the 4. Yeah, it looks like he may have a shot on that 6. Whether he wants to take it or not, he's making a tough decision here. Third game, it's a big game. Very nice shot. Had he shot that hard, it wouldn't have went. But he played it easy. It hit the rail and rolled right in. He needed to get that 4 out of there. It's hard to get back to it with 13 there. We're winding down here in the first show. Bob almost has to take his 7 ball. He has no other shot, but he's thinking about what he's going to do after that. Over the 7 in the corner. Actually, he was going for a safety. Very well executed. He might have left Gary the 9. Yep, he left Gary the 9. It's hard to tell from up here. And he got it. Might have been a mistake. Hard to tell at this point. Gary's working the balls around very well. He could make a 3-ball run out here and win. Very, very capable of doing it. You stop that 12 ball and play the 14 on the side and then roll the 8 down in the same corner as the 12. You could even run the 14 down the corner if you went too far.
Music. Alice 1033 and 93.7.
That could work out very well.
Where's his boot?
Guys are joking there. They thought it was kind of a lucky shot, but it did go in. It was more or less the lead. Gary didn't expect to get up there behind the 6 ball. This is going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. That didn't help the stick. Ticked it off the light. You might have enough room to come off the rail down there and put the 8 in. Either way, you'll probably leave Bob down here in the rail. So if he leaves Bob down here in the rail, he's going to have to shoot back at the 6. Everybody's watching. They're on the edge of their seat. Food's all out. They're hungry. Gary was kind of hoping he wasn't in this position. We're still in match number 6. Bob Barnes, Gary Dubuque, 1-1. Gary shooting the 8 ball. Big decision to make. I was thinking about 2 rails there, but chance of scratching on that shot. Good try at it. Left Bob down here with a long shot. And the only shot he's got is a 6. And if you know Bob the way we know Bob, he's going to leave the cue ball up the other end of the table. Bob's studying the table out here. He's got 4 balls. If he makes a 6, he's got 3 to play with. He missed it, probably on purpose, and left a safety shot where Gary might be able to see the 8, but it's hard to tell from up here. It's going to be close. He's studying it, so he must not have a shot at it. From here, it looks like Gary can't see it. I don't think Gary wants to give him a ball in hand this time. Could prove to be fatal. So he's going to try to kick it 2 rails and in the side. Beautiful hit. Beautiful hit. And he's leaving Bob not very much. Well, Bob can bank the 6 down in the corner and leave Gary safe again. Seeing some very good pool here. Very good pool. And we called that one. So we'll see what Gary comes up with this time. He got himself out of it last time with a 2-rail kick. Very nicely done. He's got the token in his hand. He's making a lot of noise with the chalk. He's thinking hard on this one. He's going to kick it up in the corner. Another good hit. Now this makes it a little better for Bob this time. But Bob don't want to miss now because the 8's right there. Talking about the pool gods, but every match today has gone to 3 games. That's a rarity. So Bob shot this 2 in the corner. His biggest concern is his 7 ball. See how he comes around to get that. That might prove to be a very... Ooh! Gary's got an opportunity to cut it down in the corner or in the side. Bob shouldn't have missed that one. Gary's going to run that down in the corner. And we're going to take an intermission, and that'll be the end of today's show. Very good shooting.